What is it that you love about working with veterans?
Well, I love working with veterans because
A
we
lot of times.
do honestly make a difference in someone's life,
Yeah.
be it good or bad. But yeah,
Yes.
to be able to help a veteran get into a home, their first home, oh my gosh, there's nothing
Yes.
better.
Burn it down. Just no snakes for me.
Hi, I'm Tanya Cogdill with Remax Executive, a North and South Carolina Realtor.
So, Tanya, thank you for having me here today. Where are we?
We are in Tega Cay, otherwise known as Fort Mill, and we are right on the border of North Carolina and South Carolina.
And you work all over. So you cover a pretty big area.
I do. I work by referral, so I go way into North Carolina and then way south into South Carolina. An hour drive is a typical drive.
Lots of miles. Got to be efficient, gas efficient, right? So I know with a large geographical area, but you really do focus on VA loans, which I love. I mean, it's how I was able to buy my first house. It's very near and dear to my heart. But I want to hear from a realtor side, what is it that you love about working with veterans?
Well, I love working with veterans because my husband was a veteran, and I saw how they don't get all the benefits that I believe they should. Veterans are great. They do exactly what I tell them to do. Give them a list, they're good, yes ma'am, I'm on it. And most of them don't know how much they can do with their VA benefits, that they can actually purchase a home with no money down, which doesn't mean you don't have money. You need some money, but no money down.
Right. It's a fantastic benefit. And part of what I love about the VA is that they look at it really as a benefit first versus a home loan. So there's a lot of common sense underwriting. It's a misconception. I think that VAs are very tough. I personally find that there's a lot of wiggle room for common sense underwriting, which is on the lender side what I love about it. What would you say? What are some of the biggest myths that you maybe hear from listing agents when you're representing the buyer and you're presenting a VA offer, and how do you kind of educate while still negotiating?
I think the listing agents don't educate their sellers that the VA can close within 30 days.
Yeah.
That the appraisals come in good. It doesn't mean it's going to take a lot longer. A few things are required, but that is to benefit the veteran.
Right. It's to look out for them.
And you're going to have to fix that anyways.
Right.
Like if a broken window or peeling paint, that's it. But to be able to help a veteran get into a home, their first home, oh my gosh, there's nothing better.
I love, you just posted a story about helping a veteran move from his apartment because his apartment was getting broken into, and then being able to get into a home and just being able to share that information, say, hey, it's probably a lot easier than you think, and it's not as complex or painful, I think, sometimes as it can be made out to be, just because if people don't have a lot of experience with it, then it feels foreign, it feels difficult. It's really not. A lot of times what we'll hear is, oh, well, VA appraisals come in low. And it's like, no, they're using the exact same data. And in reality, with a VA appraisal, you have a lot more options to go through if it doesn't meet contract price, which I think is great, that you don't even get with conventional or certainly FHA.
Right. And the other thing is veterans don't know that they can use their loans multiple times.
That's a very good point, yeah,
or
for sure.
Buying rental property, which is phenomenal. If they buy a duplex, they can live in one and have the
rent out the other unit, live in one, and rent out. I love that strategy. And also, like you said, from the standpoint of, it's not, I think another misconception about VA loans is, like you said, one and done. Like, oh, I want to wait until I find my forever for the foreseeable future home before I use my VA. And in reality, sometimes you can have multiple VAs at the same time, depending on how much eligibility is left. And that's a calculation we're doing, on the lending side. But also once you sell the property, that reestablishes your full eligibility. You can use it multiple times.
Right. And I don't think agents know that. And I know consumers don't know that. So that's why I like coming to you, because you are a VA expert.
Yeah, and I love it. I mean, it's a great way to, kind of solve that puzzle for a veteran and feel like I can give back to that community as well.
Isn't that the best?
Yes, it is. It is. And I'm obviously a huge fan of VA because that's how I was able to buy my first house. So I believe in the loan product and the difference that it can make in someone's life. So Tell me, how did you get here? What got you into real estate? What's your story?
I was in the corporate world in Chicago for years and years. Always liked checking out houses and seeing all the pretty things and
Yes.
seeing all the realtors have nice nails. And then I decided the kids were gone and it was just me and my husband, and we thought, now's a great time to do real estate. Well, the nails aren't done. It's a little bit harder than everyone thinks it is, but it's so rewarding to get.
The nails can get in the way when you're like looking at the crawl space. And
That's true. Okay. And then, not the good hair, because we are everywhere. But
Right.
it is the most rewarding career I think I've ever been in, to see those happy faces when people find their homes or sell their homes to move on. So
Yeah,
it's
you
a
really get to
great-
be part of somebody's a kind of a landmark event of their life. Is the way that I look at it. A lot of times.
We do honestly make a difference in someone's life,
Yeah.
be it good or bad. But yeah.
Yes. One of the things that I love about getting together with other real estate professionals is because I think it's the real estate industry. I think it's working with the public, whatever. We tend to have some crazy stories, like, we like to swap war stories or, whatever. But what's one of the craziest or the funniest things that's happened to you as a realtor?
There are so many. One that stands out is a lady was looking for a foreclosure. So the house was empty. They open the door. She walks in and she sees a snake in the living room.
Burn it down. Just no snakes for me.
She turned so fast and almost ran me over getting out of that house. So we had that one, and then we had the gentleman sleeping in a bed. We did not know he was there.
Oh,
and then
okay.
he sat up and we screamed.
I was gonna say, you're like,
Yeah.
you probably lost a couple years off your
Yeah.
life in that moment.
And the stories go on and on, but yeah, there's
That's-
always a fun story.
I remember I had a realtor that went into foreclosure, and it had been sitting so long that mushrooms had grown up through the carpet, and they were like basketball size, like these massive mushrooms. I'm like, oh my gosh, what do you even do? But
Burn it down.
burn it down. If it's infested with snakes, I'm sorry. Those stories that you see,
Oh,
that's
gosh.
it's like house infested with snakes. I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry. That's just gonna have to be a total loss. I can't do it. Well, I appreciate you sharing with me and talking about what you love about VA and veterans and all that kind of stuff. And I love the work that you do, because I know that you do it heart-led. I mean, you bring all the all the knowledge and the strategy, but first you're leading, with your heart and making sure that you're taking good care of people. And that's what it's about.
Well, thank you, Rebecca. And thank you for always helping my veterans.
My pleasure. It's what I love to do. So
Right.
Thank you.
Welcome.